my whole talk was about democracy and about the question of rethinking what democracy is and rethinking what democracy means in cities in particular. So the question of how we are transforming the city has to do with not only how we're transforming it, what it is to become, but who is doing the work of transforming the city, changing it, and who's doing the work of changing it. It is always changing us, but we are always changing it. So there's two things there. One is sort of a political project of thinking about how we should be doing that work instead of others doing it for us. But there's also the empirical work of noticing how people are already doing that work for themselves, how capable they already are when we assume that they're not capable. And those are both part of the project, I think, that I'm trying to work on. The project of democracy is the project both of advocating that we should live a democratic life and also realizing the democracy that we're already living, and the ways that we're already transforming the city ourselves rather than having it done for us by primarily the state, by the public domain. And I think the danger of scale as a concept is that because it has this nested hierarchy that Sally Marston was complaining about in 2000, whenever, when she wrote the article that was supposed to get rid of scale, she was arguing for horizontality, for connections across space rather than for this nested hierarchy. So when you scale up, you say, okay, everything at this scale is going to be the same at the next scale, it's just going to be bigger. So everyone at this scale is the same as everyone at this scale. But what ideas I would have never thought of in my context that you've invented in your context that I don't need to reinvent, I can just draw from. And it's not spreading the same thing everywhere, but it's connecting up movements that share something in common, but that are in fact different from each other. And maybe that concept, my dream, maybe that concept is democracy, maybe that concept is self-management. That's what we resonate with in what these other folks are doing, and we can do that too. The idea of it growing and spreading, you want it to go cover the face of the earth. You just don't do that by scaling up. You do that by spreading out. And it is what I was saying. Scaling up goes up a hierarchy, scaling out goes horizontally.